This is a follow-up video on the Marelli, which is an unknown model, unknown year, unknown voltage. What we do know is that it's 8-inch DC only fan, and it came minus the switch and the wiring, and the blade was mangled just like the last one, so we did basically all the same thing. Only this was a little bit more challenging because, as it turns out, this is likely a 220 volt DC fan. It seems to run best that way. So what I've got here is a transformer, and it's currently hooked up to 220, and I'll give a demonstration of how this thing runs. That's on low speed. Go up to high speed. Oddly enough, this thing runs pretty well on 120 volts too. So I just hooked up to 120. It runs kind of slow, but it puts out some wind. Whatever. So this is now a universal fan. You can plug it into AC or DC. I put a bridge rectifier in the base, and the bridge rectifier doesn't care whether you feed AC or DC to it. The output's always going to be DC. So it's a universal in the very same sense that, say, a Northwind is. Except that it really prefers at least 200 volts to run at top speed. So you'll see the photos at the beginning of the video where I show the switch that I fabricated for it, and the armature, which I just got back today from Newton Electric. That is, well, I have to say they did a really fantastic job on it. It's really beautiful. You can see it in there. So it's complete now. The owner has a cage, and I'll be packing it up and shipping it back to him pretty soon. And I wanted to add that I did re-wing it too, so it has fresh wings on it, nice and polished up. And a pretty nice fan. I wish I knew what year it was. I suspect it's in the early teens or maybe before that. It has a nice ornate base and the original finish with pinstriping on it. Pretty nice little fan. Marelli, who knows what year. DC only 8-inch fan.